for him to actually say that to my face, and he was like, I don't like him. I don't even like that he's here. I At that moment I had a flashback when I was a little kid, and my mom kept telling me to tell the neighbors that was my father. Her husband was my father. And I remember saying, I don't like him. I'm not telling nobody he's my dad. He doesn't even act like a dad. Why should I be telling people he's my dad? When I tell you that made me walk out of his room, shut the door, and just start cleaning up. Like, that's when I realized I was starting to turn into my mom. Not that my mom is a bad person, but she still was in that old Haitian tradition ways where you're supposed to still show somebody respect that don't deserve respect. And my son had every right to feel the way he felt. That's when I knew that it was going to be time for a change. So he hears my son say that. He goes to my son. He tries to talk to my son. Like, I know you don't like me, but I have kids with your mom, and your brothers and sisters are gonna have to see me. Try to go through all that stuff. So his mom is having some type of gathering at his house, at her house. So she want us to come. So she bought the kids gifts and all that stuff, which I thought was very weird. So I'm like, um, okay, so no, I'm skipping a part. Before we get to that part, um, oh no, I'm at the right part. I'm at the right part. So we go to his mom's house, right? And so I found it weird that she got all my kids' stuff. Like, she was like, "Oh, where's my oldest two?" I was like, "Oh, they're home. They didn't want to come." She was like, "But I got them something," and I'm like, trying to think something of it. Oh no, this happened around. No, yeah, I'm right. Sorry, because another incident happened right after that. So um, so we're at his mom's house, and she's cooking and stuff like that. I'm about to leave to go. She's like, no, 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 you need to stay, you need to stay. And then he was like, oh, Cece's coming. I was like, so I looked at him because his stepdaddy was there too. I looked at him, the stepdad, and his mom, and I was like, do y'all need me to leave? Because they already know we got beef with each other. It's like, oh no, you don't have to go. You have my grandkids. She's bringing my grandkids over here. No, you shouldn't have to leave when she comes here. I was like, okay, because I'm gonna be cool, but if she says something to me, it's gonna be some issues. Now, this is my first time seeing this girl face to face. The second, our baby daddy is getting nervous because he's fidgeting because he didn't think that I was gonna stay, but his mom purposely made me stay. So she walks through the door, like, she goes, hey, and I said, hey, just like that. Like, I'm not going to I'm being respectful because at the end of the day, this is your mom's house. I'm not going to disrespect her like that. So she goes, hey, like, her and our baby daddy's mom are the best of friends. That's how I knew they used to talk shit about me. Because when she goes to go greet her, our baby daddy's mom like, no, 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 you've been acting stank. You don't want to bring my grandkids around, this and that. Oh, then she's like, oh, why you acting funny? Da, da, da. Like, her and, his mom is like the best of friends. I'm like, oh, okay. I already know that shit is fake. She's putting on a show for me. I'm going to show you. Sit there not saying nothing to her, whatever. So at this time, I forgot to say, like, the time that we wasn't talking or whatever, he was saying at my house she was pregnant. And she ended up having her son already about around this time. So I remember when he first told me that she was having a boy, he told me that he was having a boy, and that her son would be, because my son is the fourth, her son would be the fifth. And I was like, I don't care. That's your business. That's your child. I do not care. I don't understand why you feel like you need to tell me that, because we're not together. Yeah, it's nice to know you have other kids with, so my kids know that they have other brothers and sisters, but at the same time, I don't care which I do. So this is my first time seeing her daughter, and the little boy. I was like, oh, like they look just like my girls, but our son don't look alike. My son looks just like me. His son with her looks like him. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So there's this one moment, like her little son's not even paying attention to his dad, and he's on the ground and he's holding the girl. My kids are just everywhere, messing with their grandma or whatever. So then I'm not paying attention. I'm on my phone doing whatever, and then I keep hearing, "You jealous? You jealous?" So I look up and she's looking at her son. So I'm like, oh, she's not talking to me because I know damn well she's not talking to me. But I just keep hearing it over and over and over again. Like we understand if you're talking to your son. So the last time I look up, she looked me dead in my eyes and said, "Are you jealous?" So I I said, "Who you talking to?" And she turns around like me. Our baby daddy looks at me like his eyes got so big. I said, "Who you think you talking to?" She's like, "I'm talking to my son." I said, "Please don't think I won't get up here and smack the shit out of you. Please don't think that. Please don't think a computer. I'm showing you me for real, for real. No computer's gonna separate us now this time." Then his mom come out in the kitchen. It was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I heard you. I heard you. You was instigating that stuff. You was instigating that stuff." I said, "She's sticking up for me?" So she was like, "No, she crazy. I don't know. I was talking to my son because he always get jealous, and because he likes to be hold." She just making all this stuff. So I'm like, "Let me go." I said, "I'm going." They was like, "You better not leave. You better not leave." I said, "I'm going to go get me a black." Oh, because at this time I'm ready to fight. So at this time, like I have to pass in front of her, man. When I tell you, it took everything in me because that little boy was right there, and their daughter was right there too. Man, it took me everything to knock her off that damn chair. It took everything in me not to knock her out of that damn chair and knock some motherfucking sense into her. Because who the fuck you think you talking to? Oh, you gonna play these games here in my face? I don't know what he told you, but I'm about that life. And you disrespecting me in my face?